Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. In the last part, we started up Great Bay Temple, and in this part, we're probably just going to be continuing it mainly. There's nothing else that's really in our way here. I recommend getting a lot of items for this next thing, and maybe a lot of, a lot of magic too, if I can get this stupid magic choo-choo to respawn. Yeah, these things do respawn quite frequently, but still. Anyways, for this next room, I think I'm gonna equip the, blast mask, the bow, and probably the Deku mask, I say. That seems like a fairly good combination. I'm trying to think of what would be good against this next boss. Anyways, what's in this room? By the way, I love the design of the temple, though, seriously. And whoa, hey, what? Meet Wort, the mini-boss of the dungeon, who also has the same name as the final boss of Super Mario Bros. 2, although spelled differently. This guy is actually somewhat interesting. Basically, there's several ways you can kill this guy. You can use your, sword, you can use your arrows, you can use the, Deku mask, you can use a lot of strategies here. I had a lot of trouble with this boss whenever I first played this game as a kid, but that's because, like a lot of other things in this game, in this temple, like, I just had, like, virtually no hearts at this point, so if you come to this boss with, like, however much hearts you should have by this point in the game, you can use your sword to, pick these things off here. You can also use the Deku mask, which works pretty well as well, and you can also just, in general, use arrows. And I sort of hit the dude there, like actually hit him, not his bubbles. The main part of this fight is taking out bubbles, which I guess you know what I could say. Sam Square Trickies. Oh god, I don't know. I have to go back to making more Trailer Park Boys references. God, I love Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, so general thing with this boss is be prepared to take some damage, let's put it at that. I don't know if this is the greatest method of doing this, okay, there we go. I hit off all of his bubbles now. So now, all the bubbles will basically be rushing towards me, and I'm just gonna use the Deku mask and sort of use the spinning attack to get rid of these bubbles here, because that's a pretty effective strategy to getting rid of them. Actually, I know what I can use that's probably even more so effective than that. Wait for it. You've been wanting to see this for a while. Blast Mask! And my god, this game is like slowing down immensely here. Wait, what? What? How did I just kill him like that? I swear that was completely unintentional. But anyways, after killing Wort and taking about 1,000,000 hearts of damage, too, might I add, we can get... How did I just kill him, though? We can get the Ice Arrow. Set it to C to power up your arrows. You can now freeze enemies and objects. Try it everywhere. Will do! Description box. Will do. So let's, wait, no, not the Stone Mask. Let's get back out some of our items again. Yeah, let's get out our new ice arrows and our hook shot. Basically now sort of begins the second half of the dungeon, if I could call it a second half. Go away. That's not a great representation of its abilities, but Tattle over here actually says something unique about this Octorok if you tattle it. Or, not tattle, I'm thinking of Thousand Year Door too much. If you could somehow step on top of that Octorok, I bet you could climb up to the central pillar, but the Octorok is so squishy, keeps screaming around. There's gotta be something you can do. So let's try our new Ice Arrow, which the Ice Arrow had no practical function at all in Ocarina of Time, and in this game it's one of my more favorite items, and that was not a very enjoyable thing that Octorok just did to me. So let's push this thing. And yeah, now we can basically pretty much just feel free to leave this room here. I'm thinking if there's anything else I want to do at the moment, though. No, I guess I don't leave through that door there. Okay, do I leave through this room here? Yeah. This way it'll take me back to the main room. There's one thing I can think of that I want to do first. Yeah, I'll do this now while I'm at it. There's actually something you can do in this room here. On the other side, if you'll notice, which by the way, this thing spins really fast, there is actually a frozen thing of, there's a thing of water here, and we're just gonna start, this will be an introduction to what we can do with the water. Now, even though this makes no sense at all in terms of physics, because we just froze a section of the falling water, not the base of the flow. I don't know, it definitely doesn't make much sense, but yeah. And, oh fridge, I hate this enemy. I hate this enemy. I hate this enemy. I hate you! Die! Thank God Nintendo actually, they toned down how much health this thing had between this game and Ocarina of Time. Or, between like Ocarina of Time and this game, because in Ocarina of Time, those things had like way too much HP. I don't like blue Tektites in that game at all. I don't know what about them it is. I don't even know if the red versions are even in this game at all. They might be, I don't know though. Anyways, let me just take this guy out with an ordinary arrow. Now then, if you're observant enough, you might look at the ceiling and notice that there's actually some holes over here. No, don't jump off this, Link. Okay, I think this should be good enough. Nope, nowhere even close. Is this good enough here? Nope. Shoot. The problem with this room is that, like, once you, screw up and, yeah. Once you screw up, then, like, it pretty much screws up your whole chain of things. That's a heart piece that, or, not a heart piece, but this is a thing that I had a lot of trouble getting as a kid. Although now I barely have any magic left. Although I think we can actually find a, yeah. If you look down here, you'll notice, check it out, we have another Desbreco in this water here. And, so let's just kill it, I suppose. Can I kill this Desbreco? Yes, okay, I can. Does it drop magic, though? Doesn't really look like it did. Okay, I'm gonna try and make a risky attempt at this here. Okay, I had plenty of magic to do that. Wow. Yeah, we still have a bit of time left in this video, I'd say. Not much. I'd imagine this dungeon will take 3 parts plus the boss fight. Either way, though, yeah, sorry. Maybe my commentary wasn't the greatest for wanting to record these sessions, but I don't know, this dungeon's kind of annoying in some aspects, and at the same time, like, I know a lot of people who don't like this dungeon. In fact, I know someone who actually says this dungeon's even worse than the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, which I greatly disagree. I think this dungeon's a lot better and easier than the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. In fact, I really don't understand, like, people always complain about the Water Temple and all that. It's like, wait, shoot, is this thing... Hold on, I'm looking here for a second here. No, I still need something to do with this red pipe. Which I actually do remember where I need to go to for. Because, yeah, we can now head into this area over here with the, ice arrows. I'm gonna submerge underwater here. Not the glitch that happened to me in Super Mario Sunshine, but... I don't know. Okay, sweet. Large magic. But shoot, that dropped a big magic as well. Awesome. Yeah, that's just barely too high that a big Zora jump can't get out of the water here. Also, speaking of which, I actually read somewhere that I actually learned that the Japanese version of this game is apparently pretty freaking ridiculous, because Nintendo of America actually made a decision to, tone down the, raise the water level in a lot of areas to make it so that you can just grab it out. Apparently in the Japanese version, almost no such area involved you being able to, just jump out of the water naturally. You had to use a big Zora jump out of the water. Not what I wanted to do there. Frickin' shoot! Okay, there we go. Now then, after all that's done, we have... Blue Choo-Choo doesn't seem to have anything inside, really just a blob of water. So let's freeze him into a big blob of ice, and get stuck inside that big blob of ice. Great going, game. And thank you for moving during the cutscene, stupid Choo-Choo. God. Those things are mindless completely. And now that we've set more water flowing, and that thing's thawed out now. We're actually going to be finally going to wait for it. Just wait for it. We're gonna finally be going off to take on the mini-boss, because now we have the ability to hop on water with the, ice arrows. So, and plus, considering we're in the area right now, like, there's really no shame to do this, so... Yeah. And surprisingly, you have to use the fire arrows here. I have no idea why they make you do this, but... I don't know. You know, something I'd actually like to hear about are, if you guys remember, there was actually that poll that, Nintendo announced, and check out who it is! It's Gekko again, actually. Gekko's a bit different this time around. I'm gonna get back to my topic, what I was just saying. Gekko's a bit different this time around in that it's actually a fight between, like, not with his stupid companion this time around. Now, anyways, yeah, that's basically what you want to do here is do that. It takes a few hits, anyways. If you guys remember that poll Nintendo announced where they asked, like, what would fans rather see, a remake of Link to the Past, a remake of this game, or a sequel of Link to the Past? I actually want to know what, like, if they decided to actually go with those plans or not. Like, I personally wanted a, remake of this game, personally, because this is probably my favorite Zelda game. I don't know, it's really hard to say between this and Wind Waker, because even though Ocarina of Time is admittedly a really fantastic game, there's just something about this game I feel like that it does sometimes a bit better than, I feel like the atmosphere is done better in this game, and Wind Waker's gameplay is really hard to match in terms of quality of the gameplay. I'd say Ocarina of Time probably is the best story and such of the game, but even still, what was I gonna look for? Don Gero Mask. Ah, Don Gero, it's been so long. Alright, all the way, and yeah, so he'll go off to the place where he belongs as well, which is not in West Virginia. And, oh, right, forgot. I was waiting for the boss key chest to spawn for a second, but I was remembering that, oh, right, it goes in this from here. So anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I want to know what those, poll results are. I don't think the remake of A Link to the Past is really necessary, because I'm just not a big fan of A Link to the Past, first of all, and I don't know, really, I feel like there's some things, like, a sequel really isn't that necessary. Like, I don't see how that would fit into the Zelda timeline or anything. But, anyways, with all that, we've taken out 2 mini-bosses, and pretty much got the remaining keys to the dungeon that we need. No pun intended with the boss key that we just got. So, if I can get to the top of the frickin' water here, Link. Yeah, it's really hard to swim around this room, surprisingly. In the next part, we're probably going to finish up the rest of Great Bay Temple, because there's not much left of it. What's left of it is a couple puzzles. Yeah, we have like 9 out of 15 stray fairies, and a lot of the remaining rooms that we have left to do, we have quite a few stray fairies in them as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.